Welcome back to Paru's Custom Corner. We're looking at Ocarina of Time still, and today we're looking at Red.
Ooh, red.
I'm still joined here by Connor, Boats Don't Sink, and he's going to
Hello.
read this first Ganondorf for us.
All right. We got the big guy, the Ganondorf. He's a 104,000. He gets plus 500 power for each of your other Hyrule characters. So he's 6k cross turn on a full board. And climax combo on attack, if you have 3 or more other Hyrule characters, you can sack the climax, which is a level 1 or lower stock soul. If you do, choose a cost 0 character in your waiting room, put it on any position of your backstage, look at up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 2 Hyrule characters or Poisoning of the Deku tree from among them, reveal them to your opponent, put them into your hand, and put the rest into your waiting room. So you're getting anywhere from like 1 to 3 cards, I guess, off of this.
Yeah, it's one of those
Um,
one-lane climax combos where you...
yeah, where you're getting a lot of value.
Mhm.
Hopefully you're not missing this on climaxes, because since you only do get 1 lane of it,
Yeah.
it probably feels pretty bad if you just miss this. Let me read Poisoning of the Deku tree real quick. I assume that's the event.
Yes.
Okay, it's a level 3 event, so it's not a card you really care to add early.
Yeah, no, it's just like, it's not a whiff.
Right. Needs a Ganon. And it's just a... Oh, speaking of Kuriyami that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's Kuriyami or it's like Magical Girl Training, I think is the other one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that card's cool. It's just not a whiff. It's a card you kind of want to be playing in the deck and you don't whiff on it.
Yeah.
Cool. This combo seems fine. This combo seems like you're not trying to splash this in other decks. Like, this is probably only good enough if you're playing the mono red deck.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see what other level 1s we have to like field alongside it, because this is also going to need good cards to like fill up the rest of your board.
There are there's 2 decent like level 1 things that you can just throw on the side lanes.
Okay. So I think strength, this is like a B.
Yeah.
This isn't actually that strong of a card, but it does get you like quantity, which is probably enough, depending on what else we've got.
It's also not on a plussing trigger, which to some people is like insane.
Yeah,
but there's a reason coming up why you'd want to play like double soul trigger climaxes. It's kind of a meme, but you'll see when we get there.
Okay, and I do these climax combos that sack the climax do tend to want to be on auto climaxes instead of continuous ones. So, that's pretty good. Flavor.
He's raising the dead.
Yeah, that is true. He is doing that. That is the thing he's doing. Because he summons a dude back. Balance, this card's just fine.
Yeah.
Balanced appropriately.
Alright, the next one, who knows if this is balanced appropriately. This one was a nightmare. I had to like rewrite this like 3 times.
Seeing the replay box on any card already gets me just like, oh no, what are we doing?
Okay, so we've got level 3 Ganondorf. Also climaxes. Also on a stock soul climax. No unplayability though. So it is climax combo. When this card attacks, if you have the stock soul in play, you may pay 3. If you do, perform Dead Man's Volley with your opponent, and then the Dead Man's Volley effect. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a Hyrule character, perform the following action 3 times. Your opponent reveals the top card of their deck. If it is a character with less than X power, put it into your opponent's clock. If it is not, your opponent puts it into their waiting room. X is equal to the power of the character you reveal. And during the Encore step, if this card is placed into the stage from your waiting room, you may choose one Ganon in your hand and place it onto any position of the stage. So this Ganon, level 3, is something you're never playing this card. It has an effect that pretty much says you're not allowed to play it. Like through tradition.
Yeah.
It basically says this card cannot be normal summoned or set on it.
Yeah.
It is there to be a big number for this combo, so you're always getting the clock 3.
Yeah.
If it does come out, your opponent dies, or you lose the game on the spot.
Your opponent dies, or you lose the game.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah, it's that turn. one of those two things is happening. So the flavor here is that when you're fighting this guy, he throws like a ball of light at you,
Yeah, yeah,
and
you
you have
got
to
to keep
keep hitting
knocking
it
it back
back.
at him. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I know this part.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
cool. This is cool.
The original
Uh,
version of this card, you would keep going through your opponent's deck until the total power of things added up to what you revealed. And then I realized that if your opponent has like 7 level
um,
zeros on top of their deck,
yeah,
they
they're
lose the
just
game.
dead. Yeah, yeah.
So had to put a limit on it.
Um, yeah, and this is still strong because like you look at the other card that does this, right? And it's the Mikey 3/2
Mhm.
from Tokyo Revengers. But for that one, you're having to match like the total level of the three cards you're looking at,
Yeah.
or the total power of the three cards you're looking at. And it has to be less than your attacker. But since it's your attacker, you have all of these other buffs from like continuous effects and stuff on your board that are pumping it. A
Mhm.
card you reveal off the top of your deck's not going to be getting those. So this is probably like balanced roughly the same as Mikey. Mikey is pay three. He's what, pay three, discard one, resonate.
Yeah.
So this is costed less.
Uh, I was thinking without an on-play effect. You know how they
This is
sometimes
probably a
discount.
1,000 power combo, right?
Yeah. So like you know how they discount the
Yeah, yeah,
climax combos on cards without on play.
yeah. So this is just a 1,000 power combo
Yeah.
instead of a 500 power combo like on Mikey. So this should be fine. Yeah. This should be balanced fine. The flavor is awesome. Um, and then the encore step change is kind of like you beat the volley phase and then you go into the final boss
Hey, you go
phase.
into final phase.
Yeah, this is cool. This is just actually like a strong, good finisher. Flavor is sick, and balance is, as far as I can tell, actually pretty good. Um, dang, I was excited about the green deck last time, and now I want to play the red deck.
Yeah. No, I wanted to make sure that like the antagonist deck wasn't just like joke cards, like how they kind
Yeah,
of get in voice sets sometimes.
right.
All right, next one. This is definitely not a joke card.
Okay, so Twinrova, Fire and Ice Magic. So this is a 001k continuous. If all your characters are Hyrule, this gets 2k. And it's Aqua. Well, this is put in the waiting room from your stage. You can pay one at top deck clock, look at top two, choose up to 2 Hyrule characters from among them, reveal them, put them into your hand, put the rest into your waiting room. So this is sometimes a +2, sometimes you just flip climaxes and lose, but it's also a 3k. So you're just playing 4 of this as like your opener.
Yeah, and so it is technically playable with green or blue, but because
Yeah.
it whiffs on pots and you want to play 4 pots, it
Oh,
is like a
sure.
it's an
Yeah, that
actual
makes
like deck
sense.
building problem
Yeah.
if you choose to play
But
this
to
with
be
green.
fair, right, it also whiffs on poisoning the Deku tree.
Sure,
So
but that's like a 1 to 2 of event at the same
okay,
time.
okay, yeah, Pots is 100% a 4 of event. So
Mhm.
I do think this is still just like an. I'll go B plus just because of the it misses on the events. And they're
Sure.
so important. I
Yeah.
think in like any other set, this is probably like an A or even A plus card.
Yeah. I
It's
agree.
probably A. It's still worse than Aqua, I think.
Yeah, I think Aqua
Um,
being like sometimes just unkillable
Yeah,
in the
35,
middle.
and getting to choose
Your color.
your colors really valuable. In this set, maybe not as much since the colors are kind of separated.
Mhm.
You probably don't care that much. Flavor,
She's made of 2 guys. She dies
yeah,
and splits into
it's
2.
yeah, yeah. You're turning your one dude into 2. Seems fine. Um, I like this card. You're just sleeving 4 of this probably like in any red deck, and maybe you probably have enough other good zeros that you don't need it in the green deck.
Mhm.
But it's an option.
All right, I'm excited that I get to read this card. We've got 3/3 Ganon, 3 soul. If this card is placed onto stage except by the auto ability of the Ganondorf Climax combo, put this card face down into your memory. You're not allowed to normal summon this card. At the beginning of your attack phase, Put all players' characters except this card into their waiting rooms, and this card gets the following ability until the end of turn. When this card attacks, if this card's soul is 5 or lower, during that attack, when this card deals damage to your opponent, deal 1 damage X times to your opponent instead. X is equal to this card's soul. So he's what's his name? He's
He's
Escanor.
Escanor, yeah.
It's like the Godzilla Hachima effect, but
Yes. But
with
it gains
Escanor.
Escanor instead of cancel burn 3.
Yes. And then at
But
the
you
end of
also
this card's attack,
lose.
you lose the game.
Yeah.
So if you trigger a Stock Soul with this card, I think you win on the spot.
You can shoot for 7 ones.
Yeah.
For
After
sure.
having already done a climax combo. Probably.
Right, yeah, because you can never. I mean, I guess if you just don't draw the climax, then
Yeah,
you
you
can
just-
just play the 3/2 and change it and hope that you can shoot for 7 the next turn or whatever.
Mhm.
This is always swinging for at least 4.
Yeah.
Which 4, to be fair,
They
four,
can
four burn ones.
They can encore in your face. They can pay 3
that's true.
encore in
They
your
can't
face
do that.
to
Yeah.
deny you a soul.
That is true. So it's swinging for at least 3.
Yeah.
And as much as 7. Yeah, I mean, it seems fine. Like, there are times where this is like you play this and it's probably still not enough to actually like consistently kill someone, which is pretty funny. But there are other times where you do this and it's just like it seals the game because they didn't kill you after your combo turn.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a final boss card. Only ever being able to do 1 and it being so hard to get out means that it is, probably pretty balanced. This seems like kind of akin to like the Shining Resonance Dragon or whatever, except
The burn
a card
6,
that's
burn 6.
yeah, except it's a card that like is actually worth playing.
Yeah, if you're playing okay, so you'd definitely be playing this anyways because it's a big number and you have ways
Yeah,
to
it's
shuffle
the
characters back.
Yeah, it's the best card to reveal off the top of your Ganondorf combo.
Yeah, you almost always get you're always gonna get the thing if you reveal this
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, I think this is like this is probably a
What a weird card to rate, right?
B plus just because it's a dead card and like almost always.
Oh yeah.
Flavor's
sick.
cool. Yeah, we like the flavor. The balance is probably fine because I think you have to jump through so many hoops to get there. Like,
Yeah. And the power is completely arbitrary. There's like no way to know how much that last effect is worth, right?
Right.
Or even the first effect. So it has 2 massive downsides on it.
Yeah, it more just comes down to like what's the power that's gonna be the best for the Ganondorf 3/2 combo.
And like anything over 10k is pretty much already, or anything over 10.5 already hits like every 0 in the game.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like being ridiculous the higher you pump power. But
yeah.
this could say 16k and it wouldn't actually change anything.
And yeah, nothing would be different because it still just hits almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing this doesn't hit, there's a printed 13k, right?
I know there's the Rem in ReZero, the 14k one.
Oh yeah, 14k.
It does kill Toma.
It does kill Toma. Crazy. 13k's. Oh, the Abyssal Fleet 3/2 Restanders 13k.
Okay, I think doesn't Tokyo Revengers also have like a level 2 13k or something?
Yeah, it's a 2/1 13/5.
Yeah, okay, so there's like a few cards that dodge
There's
this.
3 cards. There's exactly 3 cards that dodge this.
That's funny.
And there's 3 more cards that just aren't legal. There's the Kidani is 24/610.
Okay, yeah, definitely not taking that one.
The Woozer 314 is 20k.
Oh, is that card not legal?
No, that card's not legal.
Okay.
And then the Milky Holmes Stride card, the grade 4 with triple drive, that's a 15k.
Okay.
So yeah, this is just hitting everything. I don't know. There might be a world. I don't know. Having not read the rest of the cards, I don't know how consistent it is that you're just like double or triple Ganondorf comboing and hitting 3 of these off the top.
I think hitting 2 of these is reasonable.
Okay.
There's like
so maybe it's a little too strong. But like again, you would have to make it for it to be any weaker,
Hmm.
you would have to drop it all the way down to like 10k,
Yeah.
like for it to be any weaker. And even then, it doesn't get that much weaker, so it's probably fine how it is. Very interesting card.
I just wanted a final boss guy that was gonna do a bajillion damage.
Yeah, he is a bajillion damage.
All right.
Okay, next card. Naboru, Sage of Spirit. 002k. Pay 2, rest this card to salvage a Hyrule character. And Brainstorm, pay 1, rest 2 Hyrule characters to flip over 4 for each climax. Search your deck for a Hyrule character. So we have, I guess, like a recurring pattern of the sages being brainstorms, or at least the 2 we've seen so far.
Oh, we've only seen 2 so far, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Not all of them are brainstorms.
Okay,
But
not
it's
all of
funny
them.
that
Just the first
were.
2. Just the first 2. Yeah, this seems cool. This is it's a 2k, so you don't actually like mind opening it sometimes, and it has 2 relevant lines of text on it.
So it is.
It's not a great brainstorm, but
I want to give my nerdy flavor spiel real quick.
sure, go
So it's
for it.
red, even though it's like a good character, because she gets brainwashed
Yeah.
by Ganon at one point.
Okay.
So you can play it in the Ganon deck or in the the regular Hyrule decks.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
See, yeah. So at first, when I was scrolling through the red cards and trying to figure out what the themes were in each of the colors, like because it was just basically all like Ganondorf stuff before this card, and I got to it, and I was like, okay, well maybe red is just like Gerudo stuff. But yeah, no. Then we see like some other bad guys later. So, but yeah, this makes sense. This card's like fine. Is this red's only brainstorm?
Yes, this is the red brainstorm.
Okay,
You have a
so
good card, a good second card to tap off of this too.
okay, I'm gonna give this like a B because it is still a plussing brainstorm with a relevant second effect. Flavor is cool, balance is cool. It's a little weak, but it's balanced.
Yeah.
So.
When we got Phantom Ganon, Evil Spirit. When this card, playable in Spirit Standard if you're playing Mob, by the way. When
Crazy.
this card attacks, if you have another red Hyrule character, never mind. This card gets plus 3,000 power until the end of turn. And when this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, if there is a climax in your climax area and all of your characters are red, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is red, you may put it into your hand or into your stock. So this is like one of your other lanes for the Ganondorf combo.
Does this power condition need the red and Hyrule parts?
No.
Okay.
But I chose because they gave me the keyboard and they said I got to type whatever I wanted. So I said red and Hyrule.
Okay. That's interesting. The hand or stock option. Does that exist?
Nope.
No. Okay. For some reason, I thought it did.
Oh, maybe it does. I couldn't.
It might on like
one.
It might on like a climax combo, but I don't think it does on a non-combo. Maybe. This card's good.
Yeah, this is like the Colossal Titan on steroids.
Yeah,
you have
it
to
is.
be like super committed to all red.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. This is like an A. This is what you want on your other lanes for your level 1 combo.
And it makes sense, dude, because this is like his familiar. It's
right.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's because if you hit, you just attack with your combo first. Well, oh no, you can't attack with your combo first. Oh, that's worse.
Can't you?
No, because then you sack the
you lose the climax
and you don't get the effects.
I see.
So, because what I was gonna say is you can attack with a combo first, and if you get to add 2 to hand, then you just take stock, and if you miss your top check, you take hand.
I see what you're saying.
But you have to do these first, so less good.
True, you're right.
Still decently good. Yeah, A minus. Awkward interaction with the other card, not A equals, A minus. The balance is like, yeah, probably it's like I don't know.
Sure.
It does a lot of things.
Hit it with the question mark.
Yeah. Seems fine though. Like you're probably not playing against this card and thinking it's like overly oppressive.
No, your opponent's just getting free cards every turn, which is like
Yeah.
sometimes you want the free cards. I get it.
Right. Yeah, yeah, sometimes you want the free cards. Alright, so we have a 2/135 Darunia Sage of Fire. This is the Sage, it's not a brainstorm.
Yeah.
If you have a green card in your clock or level, this card can be played from your hand without meeting color requirements, which means that this is basically just a green card.
Yeah.
If you have another Link Music of the Forest, this card gets plus 5,500 power and +1 level, which makes him a 9k that is also getting buffed by the 2k assist. So he's an 11k. That's cool. And on play from hand, discard 1. If you do, choose up to 1 Link Music of the Forest in your waiting room, place it on any position of your stage. Nice! So you just get the dude as well.
Yeah. You
Wait,
don't
this
get the
card's
pots though.
sick. Oh, you don't get the pots, but
That would have been, I think, broken.
too
if you
good.
could
Yeah,
get-
yeah. Yeah, no, this card's sweet. This card is just a like kind of free 11k.
Yeah.
Which he can get anti-changed, which is not good.
That's funny.
Um,
But no one's who's anti-changing a one stock beater. I guess people would.
I mean, there are
It's
decks that generate
anti-damage, too.
like Kanata Marine, like you're probably just always doing it right because it's
Mhm.
anti-damage and you're getting your cards back anyway.
Yeah. You're right.
So like it's downsides. It's like a B. Like most of the time, this kind of card profile it'd be minus. Most of the time, this kind of card profile doesn't see play anyway.
Yeah.
Flavor's cool. Balance is there. Like
Yeah.
we see these kind of like one dude summons the other profiles a lot. Being able to skip color requirements if you're green makes them kind of just part of the green good guys deck, the green Link deck.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you're probably just never playing this over the other 2/1, the 2/1 Link.
The bag one, the big one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Unless you're in like a red green like hybrid deck or something, and you're not playing. Like if you're trying to use like the pots and stuff to make enough stock to like triple Ganondorf or something, I guess.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Then maybe you play this in that deck.
I gotcha. That makes sense. This is me.
Yeah.
We have 2/1 Iron Knuckle. If this card does not have a marker underneath it, it gets minus 8,500 power. When this card is placed on stage from hand, choose up to 1 Naboru Sage of Spirit in waiting room, put it face up underneath this card as a marker. And then when this card attacks, if the character across from this is level 3 or higher, this gets 3,000 power cross turn.
Okay.
So it's
So-
Red's early play answer.
Red's early play answer. It is very like Gurren Lagann-esque.
Yeah, directly modeled after like the 218K Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
Or, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh God, what did I do?
Oh
Back,
no, I
go
don't know
back.
what
Okay.
you did. So yeah, so it's 9/5. It goes up to 12/5 cross turn against level 3s. Which I don't recall a card having the 3k cross turn effect.
It's in
since,
Kantai.
Like,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Z1's Vi.
Kantai and TLR are where I remember that existing.
Okay, I didn't remember it being in TLR. Z1's Vi is the one that I was thinking of. I think it's Z1. It's Z1.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It means that you're big on defense. And hopefully 12/5 is enough to get you there on offense.
Yeah, there is like the unfortunate fail case where you don't have a brainstorm available
In
to
your
you.
waiting room, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Especially since a lot of early plays come down like right after refresh. You could just miss this a lot of the time, but you know what the cool part that helps you not miss it is?
Huh.
Your stock souls can put your brainstorm in your stock.
Yo, that's sick.
And
you
which
pay it
I mean, they're
out.
still going to be buried a little bit, but if you does Red have an early play? I guess.
Yeah, it's the next card.
Yeah, so you could like play an early play and then like play this to pay it out or whatever. And you can get there. I agree with C plus. I don't think this card's great. The flavor is cool though. We like the flavor. Markering the sage to do the thing.
Yeah.
Balance is there.
Yeah. should be fine.
Yep. All right, 3-2. The actual early play. Ganondorf, Gerudo Thief King, 3-2 9K. If you have 4 or more Hyrule characters, gets -1 level in your hand. Once again, checking for Hyrule and not red, meaning it can go in the other decks.
Mm-hmm.
On play, check top X, add 1, put the rest in waiting room. I don't know what X is, but I'm assuming it's the
should
number
be number of
of
Hyrule characters.
Hyrule characters. Yeah,
Oops.
okay. And on play, if you have 4 or more other Hyrule characters, you can put the top card of your deck into your stock. So he's a... Ooh, this is a good guy. 1 cost, cantripping, very easy early play condition. He's small, though, so...
Yes.
He's 11-5,
also
10-5, 9-5, yeah, 9K.
also fighting for the 4 or more early play slot because there is a better one coming up that
Okay.
the other decks would want to be playing.
Okay. Yeah, so even though he could be slotted into any of the decks, he's probably not going to be.
Yes. It does dig for your stock souls for the red.
That is true.
Which is
That is
relevant.
true. It does let you slam your climaxes more easily.
Mm-hmm.
Strength. This card's probably like an A-.
Yeah.
It's
really?
in super.
Okay.
I think it's like these like super easy early play conditions are like just good, especially when they cantrip. And he's 1 stock. Like this is just a guy that you can attack with for 2 soul.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. And I
don't think this is very flavorful, but that's fine.
Yeah, I agree. The other interesting thing is that you can... He might actually not be fighting for 4 more early play, right? Because one of your 4 board slots can be the first card, the Link and Zelda.
Oh, true.
And then you can just send it to memory and then play another one.
Good point.
And you don't really care that much that you're paying the extra stock to go to memory because you're refunding it off of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Balance is good.
Good observation.
Yeah.
All right. This card might be broken. We got Ingo, Corrupt Ranch Hand. Put this into waiting room. During the encore step, if your other character is put from your stage into waiting room and this card is in your backstage, you may pay the cost. If you do, put that character in its previous position as rest. If this card is put from your stage into your waiting room at the end of this turn, choose up to 1 red Hyrule character in your waiting room and put it on top of your deck. So this is what you summon off of the Ganondorf level 1 combo. It brings back the Ganondorf combo.
Yep.
And then it sets your draw at the start of the next turn if you choose, because you might want to be digging for cards.
Right. And he can also just put himself back on top.
True.
So you can just draw him again and loop it every turn. I think the only thing I would change about this card is I would maybe make it like not able to put himself back on top.
Sure.
But I don't know
a way
how...
to word that?
Yeah, it would just be like a red Hyrule character not named.
Oh, okay.
Ingo, Corrupt Ranch Hand.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what the Kokoro finisher in Bang Dream does, the one that summons from stock.
Yeah, you're right.
Because that one can't summon a copy of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason the first effect has the encore step clause?
There was a reason for that. I don't remember. There was something broken that I wanted to prevent.
Okay.
That you could specifically do. Oh, God, what was it? I don't remember. There was something broken elsewhere that I had to do that.
You can't use it to break the finisher by stacking Ganon because it doesn't stack until the end of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the... What is it? Is it the Grisaya card that has the encore step clause for no reason?
It might.
Is that the one? There's one. I remember the Grisaya one being like weaker than all the rest for some reason. If it's the same card I'm thinking of, or the same like profile I'm thinking of. This card on strength is hard to gauge. B+?
Sure.
which seems maybe low considering the fact that I think you need to change the second effect, but I'm also not sure
I
how
also
broken it ends up being in
honestly
practice.
I don't think that being able to draw this card back is like that
That
insane.
broken, yeah.
Because this card sucks
Yeah,
to play from hand. Well, kinda. It's like not great.
sure, right. It's not great. It's literally just there to like keep your dudes around.
Hmm.
Um
Flavor is he's
and
a cheating asshole, so you get to
he
stack your top deck.
All right, that's pretty good. Balance, I have no clue. I really have no
Sure.
clue. Like stacking the top of your deck is something that we've only ever had with like the stupid yellow cards that get to stack your trigger on attack.
Yes.
And there's
Of
like
which
two of
there's like
those.
yeah, there's like two, and I think one of them is like brand new in like D4
Yeah,
DJ.
one of them is Bang Dream and one of them's D4 DJ.
Oh, okay.
So, um, the Bang Dream one being the Kokoro that also references not being able to grab itself.
Okay. Oh wait, can
Um,
it not set itself on top, or can it
no,
like
it
summon
can set
itself?
itself on top. It just can't summon itself
Okay.
from your stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, so this card is Koman Kotake Gerudo Witches 001K. Um, when this card is placed on the stage, you may mill 3. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can shuffle 2 Hyrule characters back into your deck to give a red Hyrule character 2K. And when a climax is placed on your climax area, you may return this to your hand to look at top 2, put 1 into your hand, the other into waiting room, and then discard 1.
Yeah, like this. It's the Tsuchinoko effect from
Ooh,
Commander
yeah.
Prince.
Yeah. This is a lot of good text that all has synergy together, where you get like good on play effects and then return it to your hand to loop them.
Yeah,
And also like returning it to your hand can get you more climaxes to keep looping them.
yeah. So in case you haven't kind of like realized by now, the play pattern is that you play this in your back row with the Ganondorf level 1 combo. You bounce it back,
Right.
then you summon the Ingo to that slot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, you can
bring
rest
back the
this for the
Ganondorf.
brainstorm. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
rest this to the brainstorm, bounce it, summon the back row dude,
yeah.
encore, stack the back row dude on top of your deck if you want,
It's
or
all
whatever,
very
or just leave
intentionally
him
like
dead. Yeah.
very intentionally like synergizes together.
This is cool.
I think this is sick. This is also how you get your
Shuffle back
Ganons.
Ganons. Yeah.
Yeah. You do have to look. I think with the way this is worded, you do have to look at least one card, or you neg one when you do the second effect.
Yes. Yes.
So there are times maybe where you get down to low deck, you shuffle back 2 to 4 Ganons, and you just take the neg from hand.
Or you just don't bounce this, right?
True. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, you're right. I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't bounce it.
You just leave this on board.
Yeah.
There's no way other than having multiples of these in your hand to like shuffle back multiple times main phase, right?
No.
Okay.
You'd have to have multiples with this.
Okay. Yeah, this is like a B plus. This is a card you don't want to draw multiples of most of the time until you finish your turn.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really synergistic with the rest of the deck.
They're helping out Ganondorf. They're like
they're helping out
the
Ganon.
cronies.
Yeah, they are the cronies. Balance. This card's good. I think we've definitely seen like bounce back to hand with on play effect and even like on play shuffle back effects for sure. Like that's Roboco. Adding the optional mill 3 is just a little more on top, but it's Bushiroad fashion to just keep adding more text to cards, I guess. So whatever, it's fine.
Ooh, that scared me.
Oh no, spooky dude.
All right, we'll have Carmen edit in the redead scream sound effect there.
Oh
They'll
yeah.
catch someone off guard. Okay, so we got this is me, right?
Yeah.
All right, we got the redead. On play, until the end of this turn, your opponent's characters in center stage cannot move to other positions, and then it is a level 0 reverser.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. They got spooked.
Yeah, you spook them.
This guy's probably not great though.
It's probably not great. That's fine.
Yeah,
You might play like some amount of this just to fill slots.
Do any of the colors in this deck have a clean cut?
Yes, blue has a clean cut.
Oh, okay. So this maybe has like some synergy with the clean cut.
Oh, true. That's pretty sick.
Like you don't lose to runners, right?
Yeah.
And the clean cut's actually really good with the Zelda and Link because
Mhm.
you can mulligan aggressively to find all your stuff and then play the Zelda and Link. So like grab clean cut back or whatever, and then clean cut it so you can also send it to memory later.
The plays,
Um,
dude.
yeah, there's like lots of cool level 0 like aggressive synergy that doesn't even really have much to do with the deck thematically, but just works out because there's a lot of cool profiles here. This card's fine on balance for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think this card's like doing anything notable like 80% of the time, but sometimes it's good.
Sometimes it's sick. All
Sometimes
right.
it's sweet.
This is a weird one. I'm glad you get to talk about
Oh,
this.
heck yeah. Okay, so 1/0 4K Volvagia Ancient Dragon. Continuous. If you're level 1 or higher, this card in your waiting room gets the following ability. Act, pay 2, put this card on any open position of your stage. At the end of turn, put the character placed on stage by this ability into your memory. Auto, when this card is placed on the stage from your hand or by the auto effect of Volvagia Ancient Dragon, this card gets plus X for the turn. X is 500 times the number of your red Hyrule characters. Okay, yeah, so he just keeps coming back.
Well, it is limited. You can't.
Oh, he
Like
goes into
you do
memory after the
lose
first
them.
time.
Yeah.
Interesting. So,
He's getting defeated. He's going to memory.
he is. It's a pay 2 plus 1, but that's kind of expensive, and he's 65 if he comes out on a full board, which is way smaller than these assassin profiles usually are. So
It is a
nothing cares about him being in memory, right?
no. It is a pay 2+1, but it is a card that requires no hand or board slots to get the plus.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
at any
It's
point in the
just
game, you can just
you
pay
can
2
just pay
stock,
2.
just get a
Yeah,
free card out of your waiting room.
yeah.
I didn't know how to balance this, so it is costed the same as Ramorous.
Okay. This is fine. This card's interesting. This card's really interesting. I just don't know that it's ever impactful enough. Like strength wise, I think this is like a C.
Okay.
Because especially with the rest of the red cards we've seen, I don't think you're ever needing this +1.
Yeah, you can just play the
Um,
Phantom Ganons.
right, yeah. Flavor, this is good. Balance, I think this is good. I think this is balanced appropriately. It's just too weak. Um,
Mhm.
and I don't think the solution to making it stronger would be to make it stronger. I just think it would be to like add other cards that interact with it or ways to um do more with it instead of it just being a standalone card.
Sure.
Which like I don't think in this set really fits like Volvagia, but like if you used this profile in another set, then you're um maybe that's the way you handle making this kind of effect better.
As you
I
make it
do
something you
like
want in waiting room or memory.
yeah, I do like cards gaining abilities in other zones. It's something that's not like it's explored a little bit, but not much. So I like that a lot.
Dude, this is just Sinister Serpent.
That's true.
He is a Sinister Serpent.
He is.
Alright, next card. Oh, this is basically a vanilla.
Oh.
It's just a 3K
Oh
memory
yeah,
kick
memory
counter.
backup. Nice. Okay.
Flavor's good. He's like a Grim Reaper kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Throws him away.
Bong,
Alright, cool. Next card.
bongo. Yeah, cool.
Then we got Poisoning the Deku Tree. If you do not have a character with Ganon in a name, this card cannot be placed from your hand. Choose one of the following abilities and perform it. So the first ability is the Kuriyami effect. Choose all of your opponent's characters, and your opponent puts all of their characters not chosen by this ability into their waiting room. Or you can deal 1 damage to your opponent, choose one of your opponent's characters, and that character gets minus 2000 until the end of turn. So I think the second effect is where you want to be most of the time. The
Yeah,
first one is really funny sometimes, though.
yeah. The
Sometimes you
first one
just
is like
remove AOT from the game.
right. The first one is um good in like very specific matchups. And then you don't care that you're playing a very like targeted card because the rest of the time it still has relevant text.
I did forget to put this card's damage can be cancelled, but that doesn't
Sure.
matter. We're assuming
Yeah, yeah.
that
That's
everyone knows
that's
that.
yeah, yeah. That's it's damage. Um, this is fine. This might actually be like I don't know if this is under spec or not. It's hard to say. Because Kurayami also pumps global, or it pumps 1k and soul to one character, so I guess that's
Oh, it
not
does
that
it? I
big.
completely forgot it had an extra effect on it.
Um, yeah, those cards are good. Like, you have to be careful with playing too many of it because you don't want to miss it on your miss by revealing it on your combo.
Yes, it
You
is a
reveal this on
whiff
your combo, you feel really stupid
after paying 3.
after paying 3. Um, but like this is just a good card. Like this is also a card that you could. There weren't any level 0 Ganons, right? They were all kind of like bigger guys.
Yeah, all the Ganons are 1 and higher.
But you could still you could play like this and the early play check X just like in any build as your red fix
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe still be able to slam these
Oh,
every
just
now
to
and
like
then.
snipe burn ones.
Yeah. Then like a one cost event that deals 1 is fine. This is also another answer to Ainz outside of the Skull Kid, right?
Yes, everyone
Yeah.
can deal with Ainz.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Strength, this is like a B.
I think it's a little
This
lower than that, but not by
maybe,
much.
maybe yeah, maybe it's like a B minus.
C plus, B minus, same thing.
Yeah, it's at least not. I guess it's still not like super strong with the deal 1 mode. Um, but it doesn't have matchups where it's just dead. I think Skull Kid has matchups where it's kind of just dead.
Yeah, you're right.
But I guess you also can't play this at level 2. You can play Skull Kid at level 2.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if making this a 2/2 makes it better.
Maybe. Oh yeah,
That's something
maybe.
to, that's
Because
something
like,
to
I
think
mean,
about.
it would be like a playable card at 2, because you could still just be like, you do get the pop, like most of the time.
Yeah,
Just pop a back row.
yeah,
Balance is good. You're getting poisoned.
yeah.
Or
Balance
flavor,
is
I
good
mean.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Flavor is good. Balance is good.
And then we got our 2 red stock souls. Well, not red stock souls. They're level 1 or lower stock
Yeah,
souls.
yeah. I'm kind of surprised you made them level 1 or lower instead of red. Just with, like how much of the rest of the deck cares about being
I
red.
copy pasted the text for the most recent stock soul.
Okay. Yeah,
And
they
I
kind of go
didn't
back
even
and
really
forth.
think. I didn't even really
Yeah,
think about it.
they kind of go back and forth between them. Because funny, like Seven Deadly Sins, the 2 stock souls in the new set, the Brainstorm is level 1 or lower, but the 2/1 combo is yellow character or yellow card.
Oh shit! I think I may have
Yeah.
been cheating. I assumed they were both 1 or lower.
Yeah, it's weird. It took me a minute to realize that.
That's weird that they would put that in the same set even.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that concludes red. Stay tuned for blue. Thank you for sticking through it so far.